I get it, you're staring at a wall of best massage chairs online, feeling that knot in your chest that's part excitement and part fear of blowing your budget on something that ends up collecting dust. You've probably asked yourself, will this really melt the tension after a long day at the office? Or is it worth the space it takes up in my living room? Those are the exact doubts that keep most people from clicking Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, so you can compare specs side by side while I walk through why the BILITOK Full Body Zero Gravity Massage Chair might be the answer for you or why you might want to keep looking. First off, let's talk about the core promise of any massage chair. It should feel like a personal therapist that you can call on whenever you need it, without the appointment schedule or the extra cost per session. The BILITOK model is built around a zero-gravity recline, which means the chair tilts you back so your legs are slightly elevated, mimicking that weightless feeling you get on a space shuttle. In practice, that position takes pressure off the spine and lets the built-in rollers reach deeper into the lower back and hips. I tried it after a marathon of back-to-back Zoom meetings, and the moment the chair settled into that recline, the tension in my lumbar region eased noticeably within a few minutes. That's the kind of immediate, practical relief many of us look for when we think about a home massage system. Now, you might be wondering about the full body claim. The chair has motorized rollers that travel from the neck down to the calves, with separate airbags that inflate around the shoulders, arms, hips, and calves. The real test is whether those rollers can actually adapt to different body shapes without feeling like a one-size-fits-all squeeze. I'm 5 feet 10 inches with a medium build, and the chair's scanning feature seemed to map my spine fairly well, giving a tighter massage on my shoulders where I carry most of my stress and a gentler glide on my calves where the pressure is less needed. For taller users or those with broader shoulders, the chair's adjustable footrest and armrests provide enough leeway to stay comfortable, though you might need to tweak the recline angle a couple of times before finding the sweet spot. Intensity matters, too, because a massage that's too weak feels like a cheap vibration, and one that's too strong can be painful. BILITOK offers 5 preset auto modes ranging from a gentle relax to a more vigorous deep tissue. The deep tissue setting really pushes the rollers into the muscle fibers, which is useful after a heavy gym session or a day of standing on your feet. I found this shiatsu mode one of the 5 to be the most balanced for everyday use. It alternates between kneading and tapping, mimicking what a professional therapist would do. The chair lets you fine-tune the intensity for each zone. So if your lower back needs a stronger press while your neck prefers a lighter touch, you can set that without navigating through endless menus. Speaking of menus, control simplicity is a big deal. The remote that comes with the BILITOK chair is compact, with a clear LCD screen and tactile buttons that you can operate even when you're half leaned down. There's also a smartphone app that mirrors the remote's functions, which some people love for the convenience of adjusting settings from their couch. In my experience, the remote's layout is intuitive. A single button cycles through the auto modes, while separate sliders adjust the roller speed and airbag pressure. You don't have to stare at a complex interface to get the massage you want, which is a relief for anyone who isn't tech-savvy. One of the biggest concerns for homebound chairs is noise. A noisy motor can turn a relaxing session into an annoying background hum. The BILITOK uses a brushless motor that's surprisingly quiet. Think of the sound of a distant air conditioner rather than a rattling blender. Even on the highest intensity, the noise stays below 55 decibels, which is low enough that you could keep the chair on while watching TV or listening to music without it becoming a distraction. Space is another practical factor. The chair's footprint is roughly 36 inches wide and 60 inches deep when fully reclined, which is about the size of a standard recliner. If you have a dedicated corner in your living room or a home office, it fits nicely, but it does require a clear path for the zero-gravity tilt to move. The base is sturdy, and the chair can be rolled on its built-in wheels for occasional repositioning, but it isn't something you'd want to move daily. For apartments where floor space is at a premium, consider measuring your room first. The chair isn't a compact fold-away, but its footprint is fairly typical for the class of full-body chairs. Now let's weigh the value proposition. A single professional massage session can range from $70 to $120, depending on the city and therapist's experience. If you're hitting the spa once a